Pussy nigga.
That's funny, bro. Well, I ain't even done, nigga. Oh, fuck that, man. That was lame as fuck.
Yeah, you got what? You got to whoop that nigga's head now.
Why is he going so slow?
Cause he dookie.
You got back there at your cue.
I was about to be salty.
First little session my brother ain't like.
Live ain't popping up.
That is fuck. That's crazy, bro.
He done ran one back on you already?
No, nigga, that nigga had a wide open. Overdo a little bit. Usually don't do that.
Oh, man, this shit is stupid. Alright, man, here we go. Here we go. Get mine in.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and we're going to see Travis
We're
Etienne.
gonna see Travis
He's the
Etienne.
NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Jags and the Steelers coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. If they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now, faking. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
On 3rd down, they'll set up. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. The stress all week, ball carriers, we have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Good block.
Duvernay to return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, bad plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, bro.
On the draw, the give to ETN. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Duvernay with the grab. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now a screen set up for ETN. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Mike, what up?
3rd and a yard. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. He'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. In motion comes Thomas. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by John Elliott.
Always do that.
And the Steelers are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
No fails, man.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game.
Get that shit off, man.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
That should be a win.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
I would have got off on that.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. And he'll get about 5. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville.
What up, Zach?
After this.
Wilmer, what up? Hey, G. Cam, what up?
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, man.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Open man, that's Duvernay. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
1st and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now on second down.
Okay. Jumper.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down.
Oh,
quick
get in there.
Completion. And then really...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
What's y'all looking like over there, man?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the end.
Boom!
Here comes Ford on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
Man, you supposed to be on that, my boy.
By Pickens. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Man,
he'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he's in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown Steelers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. He's had a nose to the end zone all season long, and now here in the month of December, he is the NFL's leader this season for rushing touchdowns.
Oh, we out here.
They'll run.
Boom.
This is their fullback getting the catch.
Fullback, nice, man.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Like that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Play action now. It's Lawrence.
Let's go!
Deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown,
That's how you do
Jaguars.
it, baby.
So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return.
To get a clear hit on that boy, man.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris.
Now we're here. It's trying to
And
run
he'll
like
work forward for about
sauce
3. It's 2nd down.
Damn, I was going to tear
it to Harris again. He had pushed through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
What up?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw.
I see that.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Motherfucker still trying to go hand on me real fast. He's gonna cut this shit out, bro.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
I knew he was going there.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Fryermuth. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. That's over the middle and taken in by Fryermuth.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
God.
That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass.
I appreciate
results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They put Strange in motion.
See if I can get this coming out.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll let this one go.
I knew that was
Deep
called
for Thomas.
I knew that was going to be right.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal.
No, we did that.
Back to throw.
Let's go.
Lawrence. This one caught
Yeah, when I
the
seen,
floor. And he'll take it on in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT.
That was a great score.
The kick is good. And the Jaguars have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we head, and apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jags offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Oh!
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive.
A little bump they
And
did.
a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
They know I'm a walking ticket.
second down, Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. In motion comes Thomas. They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Bumping into the line, ET. We'll get off a little better.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg.
Oh! This nigga got who threw the ball?
Throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now ETN. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. 3rd down and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a screen set up for ETN. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now, faking the give. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun.
No! Goodness, bro.
Open man, right side. He's got it. They had the perfect play call there. They needed 18, and they got 18. First down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They run it over center with Harris. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Goodness. What in the fuck?
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on second down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on third down.
Off the play fake.
Oh, man. Come on, bro. This is some bullshit.
Intercepted. To the 20.
Stupid shit like that. And I had a nigga wide open, too. There be some stupid shit going on, bro.
The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Duvernay in motion. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence on the draw, it's Etienne. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. To throw is Lawrence.
Bro, what is going on? This nigga
Throw
Trevor
left
like
side,
can't throw
but
at
it's
all.
going to wind up incomplete.
We having niggas wide open.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Play action now. It's Lawrence.
This nigga
He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returnable from his own 15. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now it's Harris. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Najee Harris is running like crazy. Like, this nigga is not like that, bro.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Steelers getting ready to put this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Jaguars offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne.
What's your record? Still got a chance. Somebody lose.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now second down throw for Lawrence. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now, second and 4. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Man, come on,
They'll
bro.
run it here with Etienne. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Second down, goal to go. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Ty Chandler. Touchdown, Jaguars. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Having to play with the corners, and the safety.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Ford on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10.
Oh,
He'll
my
look
God.
to throw.
That's my fault.
That is caught by the tight end. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, Time to kick it back the other way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Lawrence now. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Oh my
First and
God,
10.
this nigga
Lawrence.
misses the fucking
A
pass.
throw left
Like,
side,
come
but
on,
it's
bro.
incomplete.
Why are you not making these passes, bro? Shit is so fucking easy. Shit is nuts, bro.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence.
Fuck.
And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Hell yeah, bro. They just did some goofy shit, too.
Automatic 1st down.
All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. On 1st down, Lawrence. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here's 2nd down. They put Strange in motion. 2nd down, Lawrence.
He drops it, bro. Come on,
And that's going to
man.
be incomplete.
Why you drop
Coverage
that?
was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
That's fucking nuts, bro.
Let's go.
They put Strange in motion. They go play
Niggas
action
wide
for
open,
Lawrence.
bro.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So here it is, 4th down and 10.
11. Red, all red.
They put Strange in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
Yeah, oh,
Now he'll air one out. that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Dang. What you about to do, fool? Yeah, hell yeah. I'm eating. French, I'm watching Geostorm, bro. That movie was pretty good. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, that shit pretty cool, bro. I think my team gonna end up winning out, bro. I'm just like, man. Still, like, they always get in there 9-8, some shit like that. Yeah, in regular league, I need a better line, bro. My line is kind of dookie. I think I'm gonna get all linemen, bro, and probably like 2 receivers. Cause I need some shifty niggas, some niggas that can get out there and run routes. I ain't got another tight end too, for sure. Definitely need a better tight end than fucking Strange. That nigga dookie on here. That nigga just pissed me off, bro. Running all slow and shit. Niggas running slow as hell. Hannah, what up? Hey, man, make sure y'all follow up, too, man. Shit. That was a crazy game. Trying to make the playoffs. Trying to go crazy. We got other users in the league. He's playing for... Yeah. We got this league, it's a regular league, and then our other league, it's a draft league. In draft league, you have to pick your whole team in a draft. Your whole team, every player. 60 players. So, like, everybody goes into the draft, like Lamar Jackson, quarterbacks, every quarterback in the league, you got to pick your own shit. But this shit tough, man. This shit hard as hell to play.